We got to get to the Oscars, man. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time, but we got to get to the Oscars. There's another loaded topic.
Oh,
So,
man.
if you guys are unaware, you've been living under a rock. The Oscars. I don't know if anyone realized the Oscars was literally probably the most black excellence that we've seen in a long time displayed of like as far as like awards go. Mm-hmm. We have Samuel L. Jackson getting his first Oscar. Meg Thee Stallion, first female rapper to perform at the Oscars. Beyonce, she performed at the Oscars. Questlove got an Oscar for Best Original Documentary. But of course, all that was overshadowed by the slap. Will Smith smacked Chris Rock on stage live in front of millions of people because Chris Rock told a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. React.
No. I'm not gonna let him get away with that. As a professional pender, tell us your take first. Go ahead.
Tell us my take?
Yeah, go ahead.
My
We'll
take.
start with you, then we'll go around.
Okay.
And tell us who you sided with too.
I didn't really side with. I sided with more of Chris. Being honest, I sided more with Chris. But I am going to say I understand Will Smith's actions, and it wasn't the professional actions. But I guess as a general, Will Smith, I'm sorry, but you embarrass black people as a whole. Unfortunately, I know black people we don't like to discuss those topics because black people we're the most close niche community, but we're the most unorganized. Fam, fuck, there's just so much to talk about. All right, so Will Smith. The reason why I say I understand Will Smith, you got to understand that Will Smith. I don't know if you guys read his book by any chance? There's some highlights of his book that everyone's talking about now. The fact that Will Smith said that he felt like he was a coward majority of his life due to the fact that he witnessed his mom get domestically abused majority of his life. Now, every time that Jada Pinkett Smith says something or she's ever getting attacked, he feels like it's his right to protect her. Now, of course, if some man is like with Chris Rock, if you disrespect a man's wife, you kind of got to expect the worst to come. Even though I understand you're a comedian, and to be honest, that joke that he said wasn't even written by Chris Rock, which is crazy. And another thing.
Wait a minute, we don't know that yet.
That's actually been proven. That joke wasn't written by Chris Rock.
No, they have a writer's feed of people that write jokes, but Chris Rock is Chris Rock.
Chris Rock is Chris Rock for sure.
He's gonna improvise on the spot.
But the thing, and let's be honest. And another thing, I'm glad you brought that up, because Jada Pinkett, she suffers from alopecia.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Black men, we know how important hair is to black women. And if anyone knows how important how important hair is to black women, it'll be Chris Rock. He made a whole fucking movie titled Good Hair.
Yeah, but is it his job to know what your wife suffered from? If his
Not at all.
job is to tell a joke?
Not at all.
I know you was gonna go there.
Not at all. He's a celebrity. And one thing before I pass the ball, the main reason why I didn't agree. I understood why Will Smith smacked Chris Rock because in a very, very smaller scale, I was in that situation. And Cheech knows this too. You were right there with me at the live show. There has been countless jokes at our live show people told me about my woman, even though no one said my woman's name, but it was still about my woman. Now, as a black man, I gotta strategically think, I shouldn't smack a motherfucker just because he's talking about my wife, because think about it. It's that Bamboo Room. Now, Cheech, if I literally spazzed out on someone and say, hey, yo, watch your fucking mouth, you know who the fuck I am, then I smack him, you probably wouldn't be doing brunches at Bamboo Room right now. So black people, we naturally have to think about everything strategically more than the average person.
And it would not make you look good. Let's be honest.
And it won't make me look good as well. Now continue. What's your point?
Go ahead, Moreno.
Oh, me. We're talking about two millionaires. You know what I mean? Moguls.
Black
you know what I
excellence.
mean? Like, this is not the example we want to put out there whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want anybody thinking like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter where you get invited to. If somebody disrespects you, you go. This is why they say, this is why people praise Jay-Z a lot. You know what I mean? Because he knows how to move in all rooms. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Every situation.
In every situation. Think about it. Would Jay-Z go up there and smack Chris Rock?
No.
And Jay-Z's a gangster. Now, I feel bad for Chris Rock backstage. You know what I mean? And we all know that from the Offset situation. You know what I mean? He never approached Offset like literally on stage or anything. Or even when he did approach him, you know what I mean? He just, like, he's like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? He let him know, like, he wasn't fucking with that shit. But this is what I said the other day. You can never tell what a man will do for his wife.
That's a fact. Love will make you do some crazy things.
You know what I mean? Like, you can never tell what a man will do, especially for a woman that, you know what I mean, that's been saying that she has alopecia and how she feels about it. You know what I mean? Because if you see the video, as soon as that joke went on, Will Smith laughed at it because, you know.
And then his
But
wife
then,
looked
but then,
down.
I know that laugh. I
but
know
just
that
imagine,
laugh.
just imagine that you're laughing.
That
and this
wasn't
is
a laugh. That
yeah,
was.
I mean, no. He's laughing, ha 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 ha, and then you turn around and then you see his wife fucking. My man.
Winter Soldier activated.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I was like, even the day after that shit happened, I noticed that everybody's on Instagram posting about
Can
this
I
shit.
ask you a question while you're answering so you can incorporate that in your answer? So do you think, again, because we have no balls anymore as men, do you think
No, we-
he's
yes,
still
we
like,
do.
let me finish.
We have balls.
Do you think they exist, but I don't mean they work? Anyway, what I'm saying is, do you think he did that to preserve his woman's honor, or do you feel like if he didn't do anything, he would have been emasculated, and he would have had to dealt with that when he's on his way home? Which reason do you think he did it for?
No, I mean, it's the woman's sick. I mean, let's not forget, we just came out of a year talking about entanglement. We just came out of a year, you know what I mean? Like, somebody just literally said, I had a relationship with your wife, and they still rode along with it. You know what I mean? Like, he knows how to handle himself. It's just that she's sick. So it might have touched the wrong vein.
I would continue, but I want you to give your take.
All right, so I'll start with this. They're both wrong, Chris Rock and Will Smith. Chris Rock, you are wrong for publicly pointing out there's too many people in the audience. You could have picked anybody else to fuck with. There's a lot of black people here. Will Packer, who's a well-known black director, is orchestrating this whole situation. You making us look back for trying to attack us. Too many black-on-black crime going on. That was not meant to be highlighted. You know, make fun of somebody else, number one. Number two, Will Smith. Number one, you know he's a comedian. Number two, I know you're upset about previous jokes he made at past ceremonies about your wife, but again, I had this conversation this morning. I'm glad you brought the point about Jay-Z. Will Smith, you have everyone's phone number in Hollywood. A phone call, Chris Rock don't get that gig. A phone call, Chris Rock don't mention your name at all because you sit in front row. A phone call, he would have to switch his whole setup up. So I want Will Smith to move as a class act that I know he could be. I was very disappointed because, again, there's so many ways that could be handled. I'm big on there's a time and a place. You could have accepted your award, you cut that nigga backstage. You could have accepted the award, left, and see what party he was going to be at and pull up on him. You could have accepted the award, went home, found out his address, call his publicist, call his lawyer, and you could have sued him over a reason. You get what I'm saying? Or it could have easily been ahead of the awards, make a phone call. Hey, Chris, you get what I'm saying? I know we have our differences, but you know what this night means to me. I know you got to do your thing as a comic, but come on, man. You know we brothers, and we trying to look good. You know how crucial Hollywood could be. Please don't come with the fuck shit. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like there's so many ways that he could have handled the situation. That way, the way he did it, you came off emotional. You came off as you don't run your household because one look and you already jumping to go in defense mode. And it's like I feel like it would have been more gangster and more classy if you handled it another way. I'm the type of person, like I always tell them, I'm the worst nigga to give money to. Because one phone call, whatever you doing, you out of there. Because I was talking to my homie Bones, my barber. I said, if I'm the city commissioner, I don't like you as a barber, and I don't want your shop to be here. I'm going to make a way so you can't renew your license for your shop to be here. But I'm not going to come to your shop and tell you, hey, Bones, I don't like you, man. I think you should sell your building. It's just there's other ways, like wealthy people deal with problems in a different type of way. And I just feel like on a night like this, where there's bigger things, there's bigger fish to fry, your peers are there, your employers are there. You not only risk your manhood, you risk your career. Because these are the people, I know you don't need the money. We're talking about Will Smith.
He's not,
I know he doesn't give a damn, but it's like, it's just, they're gonna look at us as niggas again. Because it's like, you guys are the few that got accepted to the cool club. I hate to say that
but you
word.
are my nigga though. But you are my nigga though. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like we have a certain way to treat each other. You know what I mean? But he should have. Another way, he should have never said the joke.
You never. Okay, that's what I said.
You're not gonna slap a white man.
Listen, I believe that, but at the same time, I just feel like that could have been prevented in so many other ways, and I don't feel like that was manly behavior at all. I blame him. I blame his reaction more. I dislike, and on top of that, you're gonna do some shit. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, so I don't keep carrying on about this. And my thing is, you're gonna do some shit as a man, and you wanna be gangster in that moment. You wanna be the big dog, then stand on that shit. You're gonna apologize, and the next day you're gonna go and apologize again on Instagram.
No, listen.
Stay on top of your shit.
For these type of stuff, an apology always have to come out. We know this by now. An apology.
Yeah, your
always have to
team
come
and your
out.
lawyer and your representation got to do it. You don't got to do it.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I have let everybody talk about this, and I stayed out of it because the answer's clear. Who am I to tell this man how to feel about a joke on his wife?
It's hard to tell someone they overreact.
You cannot. Like, there's nothing I could tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I wrote something the other day. Bro, let me roast your wife. You know what I mean? And let me see at what point you're gonna be like, yo, bah, here, Moreno, shut the fuck up.
That's true.
And you talk about one-on-one situation.
No,
and not
I'm talking about roasting, like, you know what I mean, like in general. You know what I mean? Whether it's on Instagram or whatever, I'm roasting everybody. People get a breaking point.
Of
You know
course,
what I mean?
but the thing is, everything can be solved differently. Like, as far as like homies roasting like your girlfriend, like there's been countless times I told my homies, "Hey yo, don't use my woman's name in this situation." I had the awkward conversations with Cheech sometimes, but it happens. If the convo never happens, it gets to boom the smack for sure. But the one thing that was the one thing that really pissed me off with Will Smith is the fact that first of all, you go up. I understand you have the talks with Denzel and with Tyler Perry, but you go up, you have a speech, you don't apologize to Chris Rock, and on top of that, fam, you continue your night dancing, partying at the after party and shit. Meanwhile, we don't know what the fuck happened with Chris. We only saw one picture of him literally on Wednesday saying, "Oh, just him just like walking down looking sad as fucking Yeezys and shit." Has to be hella discreet. I just think what I would do if I was the Oscars, I don't think he deserved to give a speech that night, in my personal opinion.
Oh, I heard today that they were trying to kick him out, and he said no. He said he was not leaving.
I don't. Those talks of him taking his Oscars.
They try to kick him out. He refused. Listen, once again, I'm the bad person to freaking have this conversation with because I am strict about who the hell am I to tell, you know what I mean, or even state an opinion on how somebody else should feel about a joke towards their wife.
But
you know what I mean?
professionals at the end of the day, though.
Yeah. Trust me, professionalism could go out the window if you say the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, professionalism could go out the window real quick if you say the wrong thing.
The example that I always gave Gary, right? When we started this podcast, there's a lot of people, right, we would invite here, right? And some of them will show up like mad late. Okay, that's fine. But this is my example to Gary. I'm like, they would never play with the Breakfast Club like that. Yeah. You get what I'm going.
I mean,
like the way you talk. Like if you get stopped by the cops, there's a tone you use. If you in the courtroom, there's I get it. The judge is listing your crimes, handling your sentence. Sir, you got to do 50 years for selling this, for killing that. You're never gonna jump out of pocket. Guess what? Because you know where you at and you know where it could go.
And we need to end the narrative. Oh, fuck all that behavior on white people. No, it's not white people. It's an elegant setting, motherfucker.
It's what it is.
It's the Oscars.
So, like, all day I've been hearing, "Oh, you don't know. Talk about a man's wife. He could fam, dog. There's certain areas like you just gotta play the part and never put yourself in that situation again, or rectify it your own way. We all men at the end of the day. Yeah, you don't think Chris Rock felt like he had to see Will Smith after what he pulled?
Oh, for sure.
But see, it's like I said, you know what I mean? Like, you have, I'm gonna call him a punk because, you know what I mean? When this shit first, when this shit came out, like I wasn't agreeing with how he went about. But August Alsina came and put his situation with Jada Pinkett Smith in a, you know what I mean, out there. They already had this conversation. All three of them already knew.
By the way, I blame her for all of this.
No. Listen. You can't blame nobody because, listen. You can't blame her. You can't. No. You know why you can't blame her? Because when 2.5 adults,
Okay.
you know what I mean, have a conversation about their sexuality and their sex life,
Okay.
and they agree upon what they want to do, you know what I mean? That is 2.5 people being adults. You know what I mean? This is what happens when you're adults. You know what I mean? No, trust me, this is what happens when you're adults. The situation happened with August Alsina, and then he...
Why did it happen?
Because...
Who lost control of that situation?
No, listen, they've been had an open relationship since day one.
I understand, but I've never met any of Will's sneaky links. I never seen him with a picture with a bitch. Nobody ever came out.
Yeah, but nor have you ever seen anything about Jada Pinkett Smith neither.
August Alsina came out.
He put it out.
Control your nigga.
He put it out.
Control your nigga.
But even then, they had a conversation.
Man.
You know what I mean? They had a conversation. No, it's true though. You know what I mean? Like believe it or not, dog. You know where we live at right now? We live in South Florida. Have you guys noticed that there's a lot of pineapples out here? You know what the pineapple stand for?
No.
Swingers.
Cool.
Tons of it.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Tons of it. If you ever came across a swinging couple, this is a lifestyle of these people, you know what I mean? That
Cool.
regardless what it is, they are fully aware what they're doing.
If it's a lifetime, if it's a lifestyle,
They're fully aware,
Moreno,
bro.
this is where we disagree. If it's a lifestyle, then what we do come with a set of rules.
And they have their rules.
Okay.
August Alsina broke the rule.
But August Alsina don't control our shit. We pick the people we fuck.
That's true.
So this is my point. This is the point
But he still decided to do it.
I understand, but this is my
it's
point.
under her watch.
This is my point. If we agree to have an open relationship, right? We've been doing this for years. None of my sneaky links, none of the bitches that I'm fucking, none of my side pieces ever come out and utter a fucking word. Yeah. And somebody that you pick to bring in our situation that was not fully prepped of what it is that we do, speak out, that's on you.
But you do know that this happened like more than 7 years ago. This guy's a punk for saying something like that. You know what I mean? Nobody's even thinking about August Alsina. The only reason we're even talking about him is because he aired her out for no reason.
I understand, but
that's
I guess like
on her.
But see, that's how I view it. You know what I mean? That's just how I view it. Like I personally, to be honest with you, like
because you expose our whole thing.
Yeah. People are gonna do what they want to do. People are gonna do what they want to do. But I think he's the punk. But the reason I even brought that up is because Will Smith still went through that year of dealing with this. Did you know that?
Because of who?
No. But did you know that what's that girl from Orange Is the New Black?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know her name.
Well, she threw out a joke out there like that, right?
I saw that.
I mean? Like, just imagine going through all of this, you know what I mean? And then you have another... Listen, I ain't nobody to tell people how to feel because it's very complicated.
Bro, sorry. So basically, the last thing I'm going to say on this, quoting O'Sil, I'd rather lose my mom before I lose my bitch.
Freaking guy right here.
Quoting O'Sil. Quoting one of the homies. Other than that, we're getting to the fire cap segment.
Or like T.I. told, like Floyd Mayweather told T.I., control your bitch.
No.
We gotta move on.
That's a good. I completely forgot about him. That motherfucker be in the same situation too. That nigga T.I. is him and Tiny.
And guess what? I love. Still one of my favorite responses ever. Control your bitch. That's it. Don't come try to fight me. Control your bitch.
It is true.
Well, let's pivot.